Home ownership is still one of the top proven ways to build wealth in America, which can seem impossible right now with the rise of inflation. However, you can get your hands on a slice of the American real estate pie. The National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yoon joins us with insight on how the real estate market is heating up. Welcome, Lawrence. I wanted to start off and ask you, for those who are contemplating whether it's a good time to buy or sell a home, can you talk about some of the overall trends you are seeing in real estate right now?
Hello, Desiree. Certainly, the real estate market looks to be a challenge given the higher mortgage rate and the price increases that have occurred. Now, fortunately, in Sacramento, there has been some price decline, possibly giving a second chance opportunity for those who have been priced out. All real estate is local. Some of the inventories are beginning to show up. Still competitive market, multiple offers still happening in many regions of the country, including in Sacramento.
Okay, that's positive news for us Sacramentans to hear. And a number of adults are renting long-term and not planning to buy because owning a home doesn't really seem feasible. Any advice on that?
Well, one has to look at the statistics. Homeowners typically have about $300,000 in accumulated wealth, mostly due to the home prices rising steadily over time. While the renters, they have less than 10,000. These are substantial difference in wealth between homeowners and renters. So one has to consider, do one wants to be the renter for a long period, or do one wants to enter the market, even if it's not their dream home, first starter home, and then steadily trade up in later years.
And a home is the biggest purchase most people will make in their lifetime. What type of return on investment have middle-income homeowners seen in the last decade?
In the last decade, it's been one of the better decades with the strong price increases. Now, in the prior decade before that, we saw some major price decline with foreclosures, but fortunately, we don't have those bad, risky mortgages in the current marketplace. Very, very risky subprime lending. Good thing those are no longer available, and therefore, we are seeing minimal distressed property onto the market. So the market is very healthy conditions.
All right, we like hearing that it's healthy. And Lawrence, can you talk about the trends in terms of downtown living versus suburban and the amenities people are seeking right now?
You know, interesting part is that pre-COVID, it was all about downtown living, downtown revival, walkability. But ever since COVID occurred, because of the hybrid work nature related to coming back to office, we have seen a much stronger demand out in the suburbs or even in the next county. So all real estate is local. Maybe people who want to look in downtown, maybe now is a good opportunity given less competition.
Lawrence, you mentioned that what's going on in Sacramento reflects what's happening nationwide. Are there any other trends in the Sacramento region you can tell us about?
You know, Sacramento, even though home prices above $500,000 for longtime residents who are renters, they're quite shocked by the price. Homeowners in the local region, they're smiling because of the wealth gain. But let's put it into perspective. Nearby in San Francisco, Silicon Valley, over $1 million. So definitely Sacramento will be considered more affordable market within the state of California.
All right, all helpful tips. Lawrence, thank you so much. And to revisit these tips, you can check out our website at yourcalifornialife.com.